And welcome back, Gorilla Man's Garage. We're here outside today. It's getting a little chillier. It's about -8, -9 degrees Celsius. But the other day when it wasn't so cold, we took the Potensic Atom 3-axis gimbal up for a couple of flights. Difference was we're using different batteries. Remember we did have the LT, and I was skeptical about that one and didn't produce very good video, etc., etc., and we sent it back. But I was impressed that the actual batteries were relatively cheap in Canada, $49 a piece in Canada. Then I looked at it. We got the 3-axis gimbal unit, and I looked at the batteries, and the batteries were like $90. And then I looked at the SE batteries, and they were like $65, $64. But yet the LT batteries were only $49. So, well, let's grab a battery, and let's see if there's any difference. So I did. So what we have now is we have 2 flights back to back. And don't worry, I'll put chapters below so you can skip back and forth to the actual flights, etc., etc. And at the end, we'll come back and do a wrap-up. So we're going to compare how long do you generally get on an LT battery versus an atom battery. Well, the atom battery, it's a lithium-ion battery. No, pardon me. The actual 3-axis gimbal battery is a LiPo battery, a square battery, the gray one. And the white one is an LT battery, which is lithium-ion battery. Okay, so the LT one weighs 105 grams, and the LiPo battery, the gray one for the Atom 3-axis gimbal, weighs 85 grams. Big difference, okay? Be careful if you're one of those that really is concerned a couple of grams here and there where you're flying, etc., etc. But I decided to put them both up in a comparison video, side by side, one after the other. How long do you get on each battery? Is it worth spending all the extra money if you don't have to? I was expecting that with the lithium-ion battery, the white one, you'd get a lot more flight time, right? Let's have a look, let's get into it, and we'll see you at the end, okay? Come on. Here we are, good morning. This is the Potensic Atom 3-axis gimbal. Okay, in the backyard, it's about 0 degrees Celsius. I'll put the forecast up here for you, okay? We'll get things adjusted. I'm just using this. It's a test on battery life, or the batteries. We have now the Potensic Atom battery that came with the kit for the 3-axis gimbal. It's a LiPo battery, lithium polymer, and we also ordered the LT battery because it was only $49 Canadian versus $104 or $108 for the 3-axis gimbal one. The difference is the LT one was a lithium battery, lithium-ion. Okay, that's the difference. Okay, let's get this up. We've got it all set. I've got to get rid of these things on the bottom. We're 91% in the battery. We're going to do a thing from 90 down to whatever we get to. We are at 2.7K at 30. That's great. Let's get it up. Let's see if we can just increase that EV value up a little bit. Yeah, one more maybe. Well, maybe not that much. No, we'll go down one. There we go. Okay, let's start this up in the air. There we go. Now it's off from
home point refreshed.
Yeah, from my picnic table, because I know it only rises up about 1.5 meters or so. So that's really good. So let's get it forward and turn it around. And I think it's in video mode. So let's check this up here to see if it is. Yeah, it's in video mode, which is okay, which is great. Yeah, let's get this video going then, okay? There we go. Boom. Okay, video mode. Here we go. Now we're at 98%. What I'm going to do is, or 88%, sorry. Yeah, 88%. What I'm going to do is, I'm going to use this battery. It was charged up 3 days ago and sat. Same as with the other battery. So we're going to run this battery down. Okay, and come a little closer here. Okay. There we go. Okay, because it is very quiet, and I'm liking this more and more with less problems than what we're having with the FEMI models, okay, which we might be drilling down to the fact that it's a firmware problem as much as a gimbal problem. Okay, just a minute. Hey, get out of there. Chewy. Oh, where were we? Sorry about that. Pups are into something here, and if you can look at my grass here, it's all moss. I mean, there's no topsoil. People that built the house did a horrible job on the outside, and we're having to think about ripping everything up and redoing it and reseeding it. But right now, because it's that temperature, the dogs run on it, they just rip up whatever grass is here. So it's kind of a thing trying to stop them from chewing everything up. Okay, sorry about that again. We're just going to let this run down. I did cut in and out of that because I had to look after the puppies. They were into stuff they shouldn't have been into, and it was just boring stuff. So here we are. We're down to 81%. Okay, let's get some flying in, and let's have a look and see what happens here, okay? So let's go around, and we're on video mode, okay? So we're not going that fast, which is fine, okay? Okay, well, let's go into normal mode then. Let's see if we go to normal mode. There we go. Okay, let's go forward. Oh, much faster. There's more like a... Holy jumpers, that's fast. That's fast, man. Wow. That is fast. There we go. And we're up to 27 meters. Bring it across. There we go. We can go up a little higher. There we go. And even on the screen here, it looks a lot clearer than the Mini 3 from FEMI. So we're just going to go up a little bit higher. We're up at 26 meters, 27. We'll go up a little bit. It looks really good. It really does. So 37, 45. There we go. Okay, and we're going to turn around this way, bring that down a bit. There we go. Come down, around. Gonna look at our famous lake. There's the gravel pit. Look at our famous lake, and we're down to 76%. Yeah, it's gonna go down pretty quick because of the weather. But anyway, we're gonna have a look at this lake island out here that we normally go out to, and you'll notice that there's a significant amount or less amount of water. For some reason, it's just very, very, very low just about now. 2.5 meters per second, and we want to go about 5 or 6. Okay, there we go. And we can get out that way. There it goes. And I'm just pointing directly at it. See the big black spot in the sky because it is overcast, and that's just the way it is. So just past this in the center is another little lake. And that's about how far we get with the FEMI Mini 3. So right now we're at full bars, and we're out 250 meters. So let's see what happens when we go up to this part. It's right about now. Adjust your antennas, confirm. Okay. Yep. Just about now that so it's got about the same range as the FEMI Mini 3. But we're getting a little bit better. The wind is coming up a little bit also. We're down to 70%. Please adjust your antennas. I'm trying to. Let's see what happens here. So we're out a good 500 or 600 meters. It's doing very good. So it might even get a better range than the FEMI Mini 3s. Okay, so we're out there, and we're out at 600. Yes, definitely better than the Mini 3, for sure. It's starting to break up now. We might get to that 700 mark. Well, let's see if we can bring it home. Here we go.
Returning.
Here we go. Now I can turn that beeping off in here somewhere. Control. Nope. Safety. Battery information. Silent return. Here we go. Boop. That didn't do anything, did it? Will no longer beep when the drone enters. Well, it's beeping now. So let's see what happens if I stop that and start it again.
Returning.
Didn't work. So let's go back on this again. Silent return. Turned on. Okay, maybe that's it. There we go. So we're returning. Okay, it's coming back. We're down to what? 62%. Where's the puppies? There's the puppies having fun. And it's coming back. Here we go, returning. And we're going to go the other way. So we're going to stop that return and keep it going. We're going to go this way. We'll go out that way again. We're in normal mode. And again, the horizon has been really good. It has been really good. So let's just see how much time we can fly on a battery. This will all be speeded up anyway, I'm hoping. I'm going to see what happens when we get down to the point where it says return. The first notice of weak battery. That will be the time to come back. There we go. And the cold weather should affect it drastically on the time. And we're just going to find out. Then what we're going to do is going to go inside. I'm going to let everything heat up. I'm going to put the other battery in and come out and do the same thing. And see what happens with that. This could take some time to do because these do run quite a long time on a battery. 700. Yeah, we might get to the 1 kilometer mark, but maybe, maybe not. No. About the same distance. Okay, come on home.
Returning.
It's returning. There we go. It's turned around. As we can see, the video transmission kicks out before the actual control does. So that's a good thing. And it's coming back home. Here we go. Please adjust the antennas. Well, I can't really adjust them. This is what they are. They're sticking out there in front. So after that, where do we go? Oh, look at the winds. Yeah, I saw orange. I saw orange. There we go. There's orange. There's winds. 50 meters. There we are. I'll have to look at what that red thing is. Level 4 or level 5. Just going to come up again. Don't know. Can't tell. If it's got a number on it, that red triangle has a number on it. Check on the puppies again. And I hear it. It's sailing home. can hear that. It's pretty quiet, but it's high-pitched. Okay, stop that. Down we come. Okay, where are we now? Let's come down a little bit to about 45. And we can go down the road because we've got 44%. $44, $45. Okay, it's going down the road there. Trying to be on the roadway so we're not affecting anybody. And we want to go up a little bit. Come down a bit. There we go. And that's where we're going. Okay, so that's the swimming hole there. And we've got some good connections, so it's doing really well. I'm really surprised. I really am. Okay, lots of water and lots of stuff on the... There we are. Okay, there we go. We can come home again. We're at 37%. So watch that video on the way back. See how these homes are doing. We're not yawing, we're just flying sideways. Here we go. Haven't seen these homes before. Okay. And we'll go around here. A couple of these homes are for sale. This one on the bottom right here. But they're super expensive. There we go. And there's our frying pan lake, Boyd Lake. And there we go. We're at 27%. I think we'll just have to make a round trip here and come on home. Down to 24%. Let's come on back home here. And here we come. Should be just about here. And down we come. There, we made it. Look at that. That's amazing. Awesome. Can we see the puppies at all? See if we can see the puppies. Are you in there? Hi, Chew. I'm looking for something. Still going. We're down to 16%. Okay. Now what? 15% it lands? I don't know. I guess we'll find out. Nope, 15% didn't land. Well, when's it going to tell you it's got to land? Well, I don't want to get below too much below that. So let's just land it, and that's at 15%, 14. Okay, there we go. Turn around, stop that video. And we're gonna underneath and down. Bingo. And we're back with the Potensic Atom 3-axis gimbal. But we have the Potensic Atom LT battery. I'm going to show you a picture of that. The difference is, the LT battery is white, and it's a lithium ion battery. The tubular batteries inside, the 18650s, okay? Whereas the lithium polymer batteries are the flat packs. Okay, so there you go. The flat packs are lighter, but they don't have as much endurance, let's say. Okay, lots of punch, but not the endurance that a lithium ion does. So what's the difference going to be? I did notice that when I started this up, it didn't maintain the parameters that I set for the other one, which was there, up 5, but it did maintain the 30. And I did take off, it's in normal, so it took that one, but it kept the silent return on. Okay, so we're going to see if that's maintained. Last time it didn't, had to turn it on and off again. We'll see what happens with that. Let's get it up. Now we have it at 97%. We're going to whittle it down to that when it hits that 15 mark or the 14 mark. Turn it off, and that's what we're going to see what the difference in the time is. As far as the temperature goes, it's floating around that 0 and 1% mark, somewhere around there. So it's under the 10 degrees, definitely under the 15, that some other drones have some issues with. Jello, focal issues, and we're going to see what happens with the Potensic. I don't think this one suffers from that. We're going to see. Let's get that up in the air. There we go. It raises up 1 meter.
Home point refreshed.
This battery is a little heavier, so let's get it forward. Okay, we got a problem already. When you use the heavier battery and I go stick forward, oh, that's okay. I thought I was going to say that it wanders to the right a bit, but it doesn't. Okay, start that video. Here we go. So I'm going to walk forward here a little bit, get in focus. There we go. What's the coloring like? What is the focusing like? We're going to go from there. We're going to go up, over, as we did before, go to west, come back, go east, go around the subdivision, come back, see how far we get, okay? Before it snows. I see a few flakes coming down, maybe. So let's get this up and around, and let's get this going. Okay, up and forward. And we're up at 16, 17, 18, 19, 25. We're up at the 30 mark there. See that there? Okay. Yeah, there we go. I see a few wispy snowflakes coming down, the odd one or two. Should be able to get this flight in very good. If we hit this for the 2 times, that's our 2 times zoom in. Can we go 3 times? We can go 3 times. I love this feature. Tap and go, tap and go. I love it. It's really good. I'm really impressed with Potensic. I really do not like the camera because it's only a 1/3, and I do not like their flight features. Okay, the fact that they only take a video the one way, I don't like that. But let's see if we can get this in because it is starting to snow, and I don't know if we're going to get it in or not. But anyway, let's see if we're going that way. We're going to go up a bit. We're going to go. There we go. We're down to 90%. You can see the snow, but it's, I'm not really worried about it because it's not wet. It's a very dry, flaky. So we've done it in the rain before. So the wind is going to be a factor in this, but we're going to see what happens and how far we get. Okay. Yeah, the wind is a little bit stronger than it was before. We can see that. And we're going to head out that way. Yeah, can we get out to that pond again out there? Yeah, we can. Oh, it tells me to adjust my antennas a little bit, so I've done that. As long as I can make it out to this pond, that's more than adequate for me. There we go. It's very bright because I do have the EV up. We can't do the EV in flight. Oh, so let's go back up again. There we go. And we'll keep on just going around and coming back. The wind is from the northwest, so as we turn around, the wind will be behind us. Okay. Head out over there, and I see it's not really snowflakes, it's more like tiny, tiny hail. Some people might call it sleet, but it's not wet. It's just the odd white speck falling down, like dandruff. Maybe the clouds have dandruff. Okay, so there you go. But it's not droplets. And there we go. We're going to come home at 700. There we go. Look at that. It's really, really good. It really is. Let's hit that home button.
Returning.
Okay. Now then, remember we had that silent return turned on? Okay, silent return, right? Turn it off, turn it on. There you go. So you could go off and on, or else you're not going to get it. There you go. That's how that works. Okay, our puppies are going crazy here. Because they have a stick, and they don't want to give it up. So it's coming back. Here we go. We're down to 80%. 80% on the battery. Doing really good at 50 meters high. We're above all the stuff there. I don't know how much heavier this battery is. I'm going to weigh them when we get inside. And I'll put a note up here what the weight difference is. And on each one. Within, what, 0.2 of a gram, I guess it is. Or whatever the accuracy rating is supposed to be. We're going to do that. And well, I think that little bus thing is going to be turning into our subdivision in about there. There it goes, slowing down, yep. And it belongs to a house second on the left as it's coming around the corner, I would bet you. Stop that one. As it comes in here, right in there, my odds are. Let's see if I'm right. There you go. Awesome. Awesome. Let's see if we can just do a travel path back here. There we go. Here we go. Does really good. If Potensic comes out with a 1/1.3 camera and unlocks their waypoint mission so that you can have focal points and points of interest, and you can change different elevations on different waypoints and erase and add and subtract, etc., it's going to be really good. And to have you so you can film during and after your quick shot, instead of having quick shots, just have it do an orbit and continue to film, etc. Yeah, it's just a few little things that are annoying, but yeah. So up at 50, and we're going to go out that way. Okay, we're in normal mode, so it's a little faster than before, but that's what we've had on the other battery. And I am impressed the fact that that horizon is so level. Okay, I am impressed with that. It's so level. But yeah, I know that when my original FEMI X8 Mini version 1 crashed, a few people, that's over a year ago, a few people said, you might want to look at the Potensic 3-axis. And I went, I don't like the 1/3 camera, but for a travel drone, this is pretty impressive. Pretty impressive, I must say. I'm not dissatisfied with the quality of the video I get from it. And for the money, that's the iffy. Excuse me. That's the sticking point for me. The money. It's $299. It's always been $299. It's never been really on sale that much. And like right now, I think it's $289. You can get a DJI Mini 3 that's got an opened SDK, and you can use Rainbow, Litchi, Maven, etc. You can use those to open up all the waypoints and the flight modes, etc. So $289 for the DJI Mini 3 Standard Edition is an absolute steal. Absolutely. Oh, we're out there at 900? Holy jumpers. How about that? Look at that, eh? Here we go. So let's bring it home.
Returning.
My fingers are starting to get cold. I think it's dropped a little bit. I don't see the snow flakes coming down anymore, or the snow drops, or whatever they're called. Dandruff. And it's coming home. Yeah, there is a little issue with the video transmission. Maybe on the next one they'll up the flight controller transmission. Maybe up the range issue but then it would cost you more money. But I think they're marketed at the high end of what it should be, especially in today's market. You've got the DJI Mini 3, it's under $300. You've got the DJI Mini 4K is under $300. You've got the DJI Mini 2 SE that's under $300. You've got the DJI Neo that's under $300. You've got the FEMI Mini 3 that's around or under the $300. You've got the FEMI Mini 3 SE that's under $300. Okay, this one is right on the $300. So comparing all those apples to apples, yeah, I think it's at the high end of what it should be. It should be about a $229, a $249 drone at the most, because it doesn't have all the features. It's basically a Maverick Mini, and that's about it. But it does have a little bit better range. So here it comes, down to 61%. Okay, and I am literally freezing my little fingers off here, but where are we here? It's going that way. Okay, stop that and keep on going, buddy. And we'll go this way, and we'll go and have a look at some of the other homes in here. And we'll come across the valley. Okay, come across the valley and head down that way. Here we are. Let's see where that swimming hole is over here. But we'll go and do the same thing that we did before. We'll go up a little bit higher. My puppy's going to either be sick for the next 3 days from eating stuff, or they're going to be happy. Running around really, really good. So, the little swimming hole, I believe, is down here. But what I want to do is, again, I want to go this way. Okay, here we go. And we'll go that way. Oh, it's chilly on the fingers. We're down to 55%. Oh my goodness, I'm here forever. My fingers are like ice cubes. Okay, it's still going. Here we go. All these homes here. Bum, ba-dum, bum, bum, bum. And we'll turn around and come home. There we are. Almost coming straight home. Here we are. According to that little diagram that actually works. The attitude ball actually works. It really does. Okay. And I'm just saying that if I went into that and I looked at that, I'd go this way and we'd be coming up this way. There we go. You can see there it's got the outline of the subdivision, but none of the homes are there. So they must be using Bing Maps or something. It's about 6 or 7 years behind the times. Okay. This subdivision has been like that, outlined with the roads and that, for over 25 years. And it wasn't until 2017, 2018 they decided to start developing it. And we were one of the very first homes in here. It was a spec home, and we just bought it on spec. It was built, and we kind of had to move. We had like 30 days to find a house. We sold our house where we were. And this was in the middle of all our grandkids, so we came up here. Anyway, here we go. Let's go back to that circle. There we go. And we'll come up this road here. We're down to 43%. My fingers is cold. So we're going to see what happens here. We might head out to the pit and have a little zoom and have a look. And we've done full speed for quite a while, but just like we did with the other one. So we're up at 59. The wind has died down a little bit, but yeah, we're at 40%. And I would say that the LiPo batteries, don't get as much endurance as the lithium ion for sure. Okay, so what do we got here? Let's see if we can find a piece of equipment that we want to look at. Okay, now the thing is that the pit here, boom, changed hands a little while ago. Okay, it used to be Cedarvale, and now it's called Walker. Okay, and they've been very active, done a lot of stuff. Come back out. Oh, 3, boom, out. And we're gonna come home because I can't take my hands anymore. Oh, it's freezing on my chilly fingers, I'll tell you. Absolutely frozen. Will I get it down? I'm hoping I do. Oh, I want to come the other way, sorry. There we go. There we are. Should be coming right over here. Oh, there it is. And bring it down. Okay. Down we come. Wow, it's cold in the hands. 29%. Yeah, we might make it. It's cool. And we made it. Oh, that's cold on the hands. Where's the puppies? Come here. Chewy. Let's have a look at Chewy. She's eating something. What's Chewy eating? Chewy! What are you eating? What are you eating? Come on, inside. Let's go. Good girls. Let's go. Let's see if we can get the puppies inside. Let's go, guys. Inside. Come on. Good girl. In you go. In you go. Come on. There we go. Well, sometimes they listen. Sometimes they don't. So what are we doing now? We've got to get this down to 14%. And we're down to 24%. Okay. Okay, let's go up. It's chilly. Be cold up there, buddy. Oh, bring it down, 20. Oh, 20 turns red. No alarm, but it turns red. So we'll get it down. I just saw the red ball. So if you're doing visual line of sight, you'd never see that, would you? Here it comes. 19. Come on down. Oh, 18. Pretty soon, I hope. Okay, what do we got now? We got 18. And I can only suspect that the weather is a little bit cooler. That's 17. Oh, that's cold in the fingers. Okay, so we're just going to go backwards. Don't hit anything. Oh, come on forwards. Oh. It takes a while to stop. It takes a while to stop. 16. Okay, there we go. So pretty soon it should be 15, and then I can go grab it, and that'll be it. Okay, so we've had the Potensic Atom 3-axis gimbal up in the air for all total the better part of an hour for two of them. I'm hoping. Anyway, 40 minutes maybe. I just don't know exactly, and we're going to find out exactly, and we're going to post it and see which ones win. And obviously I'm thinking, there we go, we're down to 14. I'm thinking that the lithium-ion battery is going to be a better performer, and we'll see about the weights, etc. Okay, so we'll see you inside. So there you go, you made it to the end. Yes, the Potensic Atom 3-axis gimbal craft using 2 different batteries. Virtually identical times for flight. Around that 18-minute mark, going from 90% down to 15%. And 15% pretty low for bringing it in for a landing, but it's acceptable. I do accept that at 15%. So given that, I would say you'd get, in cooler weather, like I'm not saying it's 17, 18 degrees Celsius out, but it wasn't extremely cold, and we were flying around a lot, etc., etc. So what do you expect? So I figured on a full battery, you'd probably get 20 minutes, 22 minutes maybe, which is pretty average and pretty good. Some people will say, oh, I got 30 minutes here, I got 32 minutes here, I got 28 minutes here, depending on how you fly. And temperature makes a huge difference, huge difference. It was cold, but not extremely cold. Okay, I would imagine if it was minus 12 or minus 15, you'd probably see that go down even farther, probably to the 10-minute mark, okay? So just be careful when it's cold. Yes, you can fly. Keep the batteries warm until you want to use them. But just be careful. After you hit that 60% mark, they're going to drop like a stone, okay? Down to your 15% or so. So there you are. Save some money. You can use an LT battery in the Atom. You can use an SE battery. Doesn't matter which one. They'll all work. They all fit. Have a great time. Go out and get some flying in and enjoy the winter as it is now, okay? Don't forget, hit the like, hit the subscribe, ring the bell, buy me hot chocolate because my hands are freezing and I'm going inside, okay? Bye now.